This afternoon, I'm interviewing a fellow rugby supporter and a fellow Arsenal supporter as well. I would like you to give it up for none other for Mr. Ryan Solo.
How you doing, guys? How's it going? Terry, thanks for having me.
No worries, man. How you been and how's your day been?
It's been good. It's been all right. It's been a long, hot day. Luckily, started early and finished early today, which is a plus. I managed to get home for about 3, but no, it's been good. It's been a good day. Monday, just back to it.
Brilliant, amazing. So, what is it that you do for your business, and how long has your business been running, and what is the name of the business?
So, my personal training business is called SoloTribeTraining.
Yep.
It's been running for roughly about 6 years now. I've been in the business for about 7 years, but it's been running for about 6 years as self-employed.
Yep.
But currently less self-employed, so currently at the moment employed by a gym within the city. And yes, I'm a personal trainer. I should have said that bit first. Personal trainer in broad terms, but more specifically, strength and conditioning is my bread and butter. So I work mostly with athletes, rugby players, football players, boxers. And at the moment, working heavily with the general population, just trying to make them stronger, fitter, faster, and just training them like athletes.
Oh, amazing. Have you had the chance to train any known people in the field at all?
Not necessarily train, but work very closely with. So one of my good friends is Lawrence Okoli, professional boxer. Me and him set up an online business together. So we was an online training platform called Okoli Fit. That was back in 2021.
Amazing.
That ran for a few years. Done really well. And we, in terms of I'm thinking of anyone else, no, not necessarily. Well, still working with at the moment. England under 18s rugby player,
Wow.
Arsenal Academy footballer.
Amazing.
So it's been good. It's been good.
Cool. So, and I know you used to play rugby as well, and I wanted to know, what position did you play?
I played back row, so 6, 7, 8, anywhere across the back row.
Yep.
If you speak to any of my friends that I played with, they'll tell you that I retired probably too early. That's the running job. I stopped playing when I was about 29. Not 29, 27, earlier than that. Just realised that I wasn't good enough to go professional.
Right.
Rugby is not really something you could do for fun. At my age, I felt like it's very easy to get injured. So took it as far as I could, really played high level at university, scholarship,
Right.
Kind of level, England, South West England students.
Wow.
So played as far as I wanted to with rugby league and rugby union, and just sacked it off and now train people instead of play the game.
Okay, cool. Right. So I've got a few questions for you about your life as a entrepreneur and also a parent as well. So the first question is, how many children do you have, Ryan?
So I have 2 children.
Yep.
I have a 7-year-old stepson who my wife had before our relationship.
Yep.
And a newborn. Well, I say newborn. He's 11 months now. He turns 1 next month.
Wow.
So exciting times.
So you're not quite new to the game, but you're new to the game as being.
I mean, I had a bit of a crash course with my stepson, but he was 3 when me and my wife got together.
Yeah. So
I missed the whole baby stage, which obviously I've just gone through now, which is rough. But it's been amazing. It's been amazing at the same time. I mean, it's as hard as it is. It's been very rewarding.
Yeah.
And very, very fun at the same time.
Amazing, brilliant. Right. So, I wanted to know, how do you balance life of being a parent and an entrepreneur?
It's hard, man. I mean, I started a new role when he was 1 or 2 months old in a new gym. So I had to set up a brand new business. So as a PT, anywhere you go, any gym you move to, if you can't take your client base, you're basically setting up a new business. So you collecting clients, selling yourself basically as a personal trainer. It is a lot of sales, as much as people don't like it.
Right.
You have to be able to sell yourself, sell your product, and maintain your client base. So moving to a new gym meant that I had to do that. At the same time, he was kind of 2 months old, so that was quite rough. So there wasn't much of a balance. I still obviously chose to sacrifice the business as he was very young, and I had to be at home to help out with my wife, kind of doing that.
Yeah.
But as he gets a bit older, nights get a bit better, he's sleeping throughout the night, I'm able to kind of swing to the other side and kind of put more into the business.
Yep.
So it's a healthy balance at the moment. I think it can always be better. I'd love to be at home all the time. We don't have that luxury, of course, but it's a good balance at the moment.
Okay, cool. Right. When did you feel was the right time to leave the job that you had? And how did you go about transitioning from being employed to self-employed?
So for me, I want to say smooth transition. Lockdown helped. So
Right.
what it was is I was working in schools at the time. I was doing teaching assistant.
Okay.
But I was PT so I was personal training on the side as well.
Right.
So I was doing one stuff. I was waking up. I was doing a 6 a.m. client, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. client. No, that's a lie. I was doing a 5 a.m. and a 6 a.m. client. So I'd finish at 7. Then I would leave to get to work for about 8 o'clock,
Wow.
8:15.
Wow.
So that was quite rough. And then I'll finish work I was able to leave because I was a teaching assistant. I was able to leave at 4, get home for 5, have a client at 5:30, 6:30, and then that would probably be about it. And then at the time as well, I was working for a rugby club, so I was strength and conditioning coach for a rugby team as well. So I was leaving home to then go and do strength and conditioning with them, so to get to there for 7 and then get back home. So I was juggling at the same time, and it got to a point where I was like, I'm making really good money now because but I have no social life. I was single at the time as well, so I didn't have a family to commit to when I was first doing it. I was kind of able to just give it all.
Yep.
And a lot younger as well. So I say a lot younger, but about 7 years ago. So I was about 26 at the time, roughly. So I was able to kind of just give it my all.
Yep.
And then I was at a point where I was like, if I'm doing this well with a full-time job in the middle, I could kill it if I get rid of that job and I commit my full working day to it.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done. And lockdown came, which was rough, obviously, for gyms. All gyms closed kind of as soon as I started to go full time with it.
Yeah.
But God will have it, we moved. So me and some of the boys, Lawrence and Coley as well at the time. So me, Lawrence, a few of the other boys moved into a house together, which had a gym in the back garden. So obviously against some of the lockdown rules, which kind of held us to it, I was able to train people one-to-one within that gym.
Amazing.
People that was happy to do. So a lot of athletes was able to come down. A lot of rugby boys was able to come and work one-to-one and still kind of maintain their fitness. Once some of the lockdown rules kind of eased a little bit, I was able to train them within the facility as well, which was really good. And yeah, so that was kind of how I got through lockdown. And then once it eased a little bit more, gyms started to reopen. I was able to get back into a gym facility, and and that's kind of how it transitioned from
Amazing.
me working to being self-employed.
Wow, amazing. Right, so next question. Has there been a time where everything has got too much with work or was on the edge of burnout? How did you sort it out?
I think there's been a few times. I think in terms of burnout, the most recent time I could think was when we had our little one. There was times where I was literally like, there's times where the sleep was so bad. He was literally sleeping. He was on like half an hour kind of blocks of sleep. So we would get him down at like, we'll try to get him in bed, like officially down at like 10. And we tried to get him down from 8, but he fell asleep at 10.
Yeah.
He would sleep for like 2 hours. And then it was like every half an hour, he was up. We was like rocking him. We were trying to get him back to bed. He weren't sleeping.
Yeah.
This was when he was, I think he must have been about 4 months. And then we was doing all that. No matter what, we're in the same room together. So it's not like I can leave the room and go get some sleep.
Yeah.
And it was literally, I remember there was a time where I was sat there and I started work. My first client was 7 a.m. So I had to leave. Work's an hour from me. So I had to leave home at 6 to get him for 7. Meaning I had to be up for about 5:15.
Yeah.
And there was a time where I remember it was 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm sat there rocking him. And I'm like, I've got to be up in an hour and 15 minutes. And I've probably had about 2 hours of sleep. And that was like that for like 2-3 weeks. and I was in bits. That was rough, and I don't even remember how I got through it. I think it was literally just bite down on the gum shield and just keep going. And everyone I spoke to, all the dads I spoke to, was like, you don't really like. There's no answer to it. You just kind of deal with it and just get through it.
Yeah.
And just get through it. And you it gets so bad you forget that you're kind of in it.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
you forget what good night's sleep is like. You just kind of and then once we did get a good night's sleep, I remember there was a time after that, I think he got to about the 5-month mark, and he started to sleep a little bit better. Or he went for a period for like a month where he started to sleep. Yeah. And I woke up after having like 6 hours sleep and being like, wow. I couldn't remember what that was like. So I think that was where I was really burnt out. And then as a dad, I don't want to come back from work. I want to come back from work and still give my wife energy and still give the kids energy and still I don't want to be dead. So a lot of the time you just put on a mask and just kind of get through it.
Wow. Yeah, I hear that. I definitely hear that, man. I've been through that myself, and as you said, you just gotta like bite down on the gum shield, man, and give more in the scrum.
Exactly. Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly.
Keep pushing. Exactly. There we go. Right. So, what is your favorite way to spend a day off? How does Ryan go about spending a day off?
A day off. My perfect day off would be probably. It's football season started. Like we're saying, we're in football season. Yeah. So imagine we're in the football season. So my perfect day off would be waking up. I wake up pretty early, so I'll look after the baby in the morning, let Mrs. have a lie-in. Usually that's how it would go. Yeah. Then make something to eat, have a good breakfast. And this is usually the day starting at like 7 a.m. Right. Sort out baby's breakfast. Then watch some of the football. Be able to chill from the early bit once football started in the morning, say around 12 o'clock. Watch some of the afternoon football. Yeah. Then go for like a pub lunch with the family, so the kids and missus go for like a lunch, have a drink in the sun, come back home with the kids, put the kids to bed nice and early, watch something with the missus. That's it. That's perfect. It's pretty simple now. It's not really like I really do anything more. Yeah. But that's probably as good as a perfect day would kind of day off would get.
Cool. So I heard you mentioned that you'd have a drink in the sun. What is your go-to beer?
Oh, my go-to beer would be Parentpreneurs.
Oh, okay.
Listen, just one. I don't have any more than that. Perfect. That's it.
Nice, Parentpreneurs. Yeah, I'm a fan of those beers. I like a bit of a Peroni. Or a San Miguel myself,
Oh, that's my top three. That's my top three. In that order.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my top three.
Okay, cool. We're gonna have to hold a beer together, bruv. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Listen, football season's around the corner.
Yes, mate. It's starting next week as well.
Next week, man. Sunday's a big one.
Exactly. Our first game is Man United at home, isn't it?
Yeah, Man United at home.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we should get a result with that, Yeah. Hopefully. Right. But yeah. Anyway, right. Going on to our next question. What solutions have you found that work well when it comes to spending time with your family and working on your business?
I think just keeping I don't want to say a tight diary, but just make sure, like, for me, throughout the week, I would plot in whenever I'm working. Like, even though I'm self-employed and I could have clients whenever, I still plot out, like, my working hours. So I know throughout the week, my diary, to anyone else, it will look like a mess. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's like, I know, right, Tuesday, I'm working 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. And then the rest of the time, it's obviously family time, whatever it is. Because a lot of the time, I used to kind of get in the when I first started, I'd be in the routine of what I think is a bad routine of just having like an open kind of direct working 24/7. So you're open to your clients whenever you get a client in, you can, and it's just not healthy. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your relationship. It's not healthy for the kids. Mm-hmm. And now, even more, when I started this new role at this new gym, made it a heavy point that I want to start early, finish early. So I know I would rather start at 6 a.m. and finish at 2 than have a diary what I used to have, where it would be like I would have clients in the morning, clients at lunchtime, and clients in the evening, and I'll be getting home at like 8 p.m., 7 p.m. And recently I had to, as much as it hurt me, so the rugby team I was working with, I've been working with them for 4 years. I had to stop that as of this season. So last season was my last year with them.
Yeah.
Just because it just became too much. So I was working I'll leave my house at 6 a.m. and it means they don't start training until 7 p.m. So it means I'll be getting in at like 10 p.m. at night. Right. So it means the whole one. And Saturdays, you're with them the entire Saturday because you're with them at games. Yeah. So for me, there was some sacrifices that had to be made for obviously family time. And it also means I wouldn't be making as much money as I'd like to because I'm working less because I'm not kind of committing at the moment, but it's just sacrifices just had to be made in terms of family. So it's just kind of what's more important.
I hear you. And that was going to be part of the next question that I was going to ask you, but you answered it in a whole. The question that I was actually going to ask you was that before you got married and you started a family, would you find that your diary was a lot more open then?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For me, it was like I said, it was literally from my earliest client used to be 5 a.m. I think I had a 5 a.m. client at one point, and my last client, this could be on the same day as well. My last client was certain days at like 9. So I'll be finished. I'll be in theory. I'll be in the gym. I'd still be like doing admin. I wouldn't be doing back-to-back clients. So I might be doing 8 clients in a day, but I'll be working 16 hours.
Wow.
So it's silly. Like I didn't burn out because I was younger. So I felt like I was younger. And within that time, I'm training myself. So I'm still finding time to train myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's like, it's streamlined now. So now it's more so like if I'm in the gym, I'm working. If I'm not there, I'm not there just messing around, I'll just go home. Yeah. Basically.
Right. So
brilliant.
Amazing. Right. So just got a few more questions for you. Is there any advice you could give someone who is looking to be an entrepreneur who has a family or who are looking to start a family?
For one who has a family, I would say have like clear communication with your partner. I'd say it's very important. Kind of outline what's important to you. So if it's important for you to be spending time if it's important for you to just make as much money as possible and for the business to do really well, then you're going to sacrifice family time for sure. But if it's important for you to still have family time, then try to be as strict as possible from the start. So for me, for example, I could have done, so say over like a 6-month time frame with the new gym I'm at, I could have done really well if I just had an open diary. If I just said, right, I'm going to book clients in from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m, book in whenever you want. Like I'll get clients, I say yes to everyone. But for me, I had like 2 clients at this point, and I was saying no to certain people who wanted to train in the evening. Because I was like, I'm not going to sacrifice that time in the evening. If you can't train between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m, then I'm not going to train you, basically.
Okay.
So same thing with I think that translates to any business. You're going to turn down certain work to sacrifice for your family.
Yeah.
Which I think is important. So just be willing to say no.
Okay.
In certain times.
Brilliant. That's some great advice, Ryan. Honestly. Yeah. Right. So in closing, I wanted to find out where people can find your business, social links, and website, and how can people contact you?
So Instagram is really it for me. I'm on LinkedIn as well, Ryan Solomon on LinkedIn, but I don't really use it as much, to be honest with you. Instagram is Solo, so SOLO Tribe TRIBE training, as you would spell training. And on there, not just to LPT, I'm on there if anyone has any questions. I love helping like young athletes who are like just needing any help with programming, because a lot of guys are going to the gym and training for the wrong reasons or training the wrong way, especially if you're an athlete. So any questions you might have, anything you might have, just shoot me a DM and I'll be happy to help.
Amazing. Well, Ryan, it has been a pleasure to interview you, and I'm glad. I'm so happy for the advice that you've given as well to to people that are in families or people that are looking to be entrepreneurs as well.
Yeah.
So that is the end of today's interview,
Thank you, Mo. Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Honestly, guys, listen. Please give Ryan a follow on all his social links. I'll be putting them in the description below. But in the meantime, make sure you please like, follow, and subscribe for more great content like this. Bye.